It was amazing, our trip. We were uh, delighted to be able to visit government offices, the Supreme Court. We went and met with Miriam from the EEO, which was great to see how that works in Israel, as that's something closely I work with here in the States. So for me, that was great. We went to, I want to pronounce it correctly, Haifa University, and met with the dean and the VP. But we also went to the youth hostel for LGBTQ youth. And that was something that touched my personal spirit to see what was happening there. I wish that could be something that can be brought over here. And I know we have it here, but the way that they were running it, I thought was amazing. Disabilities, Tulip for me was one, but we also were able to just meet with reporters, and we went to Tel Aviv, we went to Jerusalem, and so it was from government to NGOs to private sector to religious sites. So it was a very well-rounded trip. I think one of my biggest takeaways is the power of the group. We had 8 individuals from the States that never met each other, that was connected by each of us trying to do good in our own way, in our own fields, to go to Israel, to meet the amazing people that we met in Israel, to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of every country, but to be able to come together and have different conversations about what we just witnessed and how we experienced it. And then to sit together, and we didn't all agree on everything, but to be able to say, wow, that's the way you saw it, that's the way you saw it. And then the power of the group to still be together these many months later. I don't think those of you that organized the trip had any idea that that was going to be an extra bonus to this trip. I'll say the 2 that I walked away with, one was from Planet Tech, where they were taking garbage and turning it into useful products. I thought that was amazing. But the one that really influenced my work was Tulip Winery. And for those that are listening, no, it's not because of the wine, which is a definite bonus, but it was because the way that they built the community for adults with disabilities, and the way that it was not being done as a favor. It was a community of work, of building enterprise, of giving people additional ways to have self-worth and be part of society that is beneficial for them as a human being and for society as workers. And that is the one that I'm still speaking about. I think everyone here in the US and in Israel, people that are in this space, want to make the world a better place, want to have a piece of something that does good, right? But in Israel, no matter how they disagreed politically, no matter which way they were going, some were rougher than the others, at the end of every meeting, they would say, this will make Israel a better country. We kept looking at each other and like, is there a press release that went out on this? But every day, that was the ending. Here in the States, I think it's twofold or threefold. Oh, I want to do this because I think it's right and I want to try to do good. Oh, it's going to be better for business. Oh, it's going to make our company look better. I've never in any meeting in I won't say how many years, ever heard this is going to make the United States a better place. I wish there would be that, but that's not the case. So that was amazing to know that you can set your differences aside to say, if it's going to make the country better, we can invest in this. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how it could not. The history of Israel, of every country. But when you go to Israel, you hear stories, and depending if you're religious, you live some of those stories. But there's that spot in Israel. And if you open your mind and you just take a moment to hear the call of prayer from the mosque, to watch those going to temple, to see the Christians behind you walking the walk that Jesus walked, to be in that moment and just allow that to wash over you, that is something special. That's a history that you don't see on TV always, or that you don't hear about, but that really impacts and makes you understand why people may say, this is for the betterment of the country. And so you look at your work and it impacts, wow, this is bigger than what I'm just doing, if we all do it right. I think how much is happening, there is innovation. And I think, but with innovation, you must have investment, and you have to give it time to build. I think we are very quick to be innovative in the United States and to invest. And if it doesn't work in 1 or 2 seasons, oh, see, I told you it didn't work and it's gone and we go on to something else. And I think the investment that's put into social impact, to building it, to have it as part of conversations, as the work and not as an add-on to this would be good because, but this is good. I think every country, especially US, can look at that model that you have in Israel and take pieces from it.